Shri Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Jaya Narayani Namostute. Om Durgayai Namaha. Jai Gurudev. So welcome to these very beautiful, very special days of the Navaratri. Like that, all days are special. But then, some days are extra special. And that is how these 15 days of the Ashwin month, when the moon is in the waxing phase, it's called the Shukla Paksha. These are considered very, very auspicious. And the first 9 days are called the Navaratri. So, before that, like today is the Pitra Amavasya. So, these last 15 days, when the moon was waning, and today it has come to new moon, this is called the Pitra Paksha, where it is a very good time for all our ancestors, our whole ancestral tree of who we are the product. They rejoice when we meditate, they rejoice when we are in unconditional love, divine love. And they give us a lot of blessings. So, starting tomorrow, first day of Navratri, the 9 days are considered very special. And if you want to make it even more special, then it's best to be in a place like the ashram. So, the place has a lot of effect. Then, thousands of people who come here and meditate together, they come with a sense of gratitude. Not with demand or wanting something, but with such gratefulness in their hearts, in their being, that vibration makes it even more special and sattvic. And of course, the presence of the Guru. In his presence, well, the entire galaxy of subtle beings, they flock to a place like this, where devotees are rejoicing, where the master is present, and in a place like the ashram, where millions have come and have created this beautiful atmosphere, right? So, let's find out what makes Navaratri so special. The Shakti, Shakti means that energy which drives not only our lives but the entire universe. All the phenomenons, whatever is happening that you see, right from a bacteria or an ant, or how a little straw or little leaf grows of grass, to how the galaxies are moving, entirely is governed by the Shakti. And these nights, these 9 nights or the 9 days, they are very powerful in tapping into this Shakti. So, we do work in the world, we do whatever we have to do in our lives. There is time for us to come back to ourself, and that is what the word Ratri means. In the night, during the day, when the sun is rising, you will see the birds will start chirping and the whole starts getting into action, right? Then when the sun is overhead, that is also a very, very powerful, potent time. And when the sun is setting, you will see all the birds and the animals are coming back to their dens, to their nests. Yeah? People are coming back home from their work. Yeah? It's a very light energy at that time. So these are the Sandhya times, whenever there is a change. Usually, people who are not established in their self or in spirituality, they feel that change is stressful. In spirituality, change is always rejoiced, and it is considered very potent time. So the night time is where we go back into ourself, where the creation goes back to the womb. Like how 9 months we were in the mother's womb, these 9 nights are to go back into ourself, so that we can burst forth and blossom in the world, grow and be successful. So the 9 nights, the first 3 days are considered the day of tamas, where all that tamasic pravritti, the inertia, the laziness, the lethargy is coming up to the fore and to leave us and go. Then the next 3 days are the days of rajas, where there is action, activity. So all that rajas we celebrate. We celebrate everything. That's the beauty of it. Prakriti, the tamogun, the rajogun, and the satogun, and we celebrate all 3 of them. So 3 days of rajas, 3 days of tamas, followed by 3 days of rajas, then 3 days of sattva, where we rejoice in the wisdom, in the purity, in the equanimity, that high energy. And the 10th day is Dashmi or Vijaya Dashmi, where it is the Vijay, the success or the victory of us over the 3 gunas, over all that is afflicting us. Now these 9 nights are also connected with the Navadurgas. Durga means something difficult, conflicting. Durga means someone who can take us beyond that. And this aspect of Durga has different facets, different flavors, forms, which can also be seen as the Navadurga. And Gurudev has beautifully explained this. He says the first is called the Shailaputri. Shail means Himalayas, the mountains, the daughter of the mountains, the daughter of the peak. Gurudev's book, which Bhanu Didi has written, it says on the plateau of the peak. How we can be at the peak and sustain that. See, because only at the peak there is completion. If you've ever got angry and you've been 100% angry, you will notice at that point everything becomes still, silent. I had that experience once. I don't get angry so easily, but yes, it happened. Something happened and I was like wild with anger just for 2 or 3 seconds, and I tell you, I just shouted out loud, and the next moment I was talking to somebody on the phone. I kept the phone away and I had this goofy smile on my face because I became blank. So as Gurudev says, at the peak of any emotion there is silence, which is what is called Shailaputri. So when you are in love, when you are at the peak of the love, when that devotion blossoms, everything becomes still. You become so silent, empty, the head empties, the heart fills up. And that is called Shailaputri. When you are so full of courage, of energy, you feel so confident. That's the aspect of the Durga called Shailaputri. The second day, or the second Navadurga, is Brahmacharini. Brahmacharini means one who moves in the Brahman or infinity, one who is present in the infinity. Problems happen when we get stuck in small little things. Oh, she said this to me. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, he did this to me. Some small little thing in some object, in some situation or a person, or even in the body. For example, lust is getting stuck in some part of the body. When the lust dissolves, then you become aware of the whole, which is, it says, Brahmacharini. yeah, where you move with the infinity, where you feel so connected, yeah, so whole, so complete. Yeah. And that is a happening. You know. And people who have done regularly Sudarshan Kriya, the Sahaj Samadhi meditation, or you've sat for a homa or a yagya, just being in Gurudev's presence, and you feel that, oh, I feel so connected with everything. Yeah, you get that experience. Yeah? And it becomes a happening then. So that presence which is everywhere, it's infinite, yeah, moves in the infinity, is brahmacharini. So prathamam shailaputriti, dvitiyam brahmacharini, tritiyam chandra ghanteti. Yeah? Chandra ghanta. Yeah? Chandra means moon. Yeah? So our mind is considered like the moon. Yeah? Just as the moon, its phases change, the colors change, the waning and the waxing of the moon, similarly the mind also has its ups and downs, yeah, as we all know. You know, you ask any doctor or a policeman, yeah, on a new moon day or a full moon day, they are on extra alert, red alert, because crimes are more, because the mind goes for a toss, you know, and if accidents happen, they are more severe. So that's why we say any problem with the mind, yeah, he's gone a little cuckoo or crazy, we say lunatic, lunar, it's connected with the moon. Yeah. The Chandra Ghanta, yeah. The Ghanta means that sound which silences everything. Yeah. If you go to a temple and you ring a bell, tong, and it just makes the whole mind go totally silent. Yeah. And the sound of the bell, it appeals in the 6th and the 7th chakra. You know, it just calms, relaxes the entire nervous system, the whole system. So that completion, yeah, that mind when it is so full, yeah, that is the Chandra Ghanta. You can say full or you can say empty, both. Yeah. When it is so full with divinity, with that Shakti, yeah, or it is so empty and still. The third aspect of the Navadurga, Chandra Ghanta. Then the fourth one is Kushmanda. Kushmanda is, Kushmand means pumpkin, yeah, which is full of sattva, very sattvic, very high prana. You know. Also Kushma Anda, Ku means small, Sha is Shakti, of course, and Anda is something big. Yeah, Kushmanda, it also means the egg. Now if you see, the egg has complete knowledge of what the being is going to be. Yeah. So it says Kushmanda means anything which has the full, the complete, infinite knowledge of the entirety. Yeah, that's Kushmanda. So any grain of food is also Kushmanda. Yeah. Anything which has the potential for life is Kushmanda. In fact, it is said that the sperm or the ovum, yeah, they also have all the chromosomes from the man, and the egg will have all the chromosomes from the woman, you know, and they are also Kushmanda, and they come together, it makes a zygote, that is Kushmanda. You know. And that's why it is said, when we waste food, when we waste that Shakti, then Kushmanda Devi is not happy. You know. So worship is what we say, okay, worshipping the Navadurga. Worshipping means respecting, yeah, honoring, adoring, yeah, feeling the oneness, feeling the gratitude. This is what is worship. So when you are eating food and you are careful not to waste it, well, you are adoring and worshipping the Kushmanda Devi. Okay, that's the fourth Durga, Navadurga. Prathamam Shailaputriti, Dvitiyam Brahmacharini, Tritiyam Chandraghantiti, Kushmanditi, Chaturthakam, Panchamam Skandamati, Skandamata, the mother of Skanda. Yeah. So the mother who gives practical knowledge, yeah, and also knowledge combined with action. Skanda is the commander of all the Devas' armies, yes, and that knowledge coupled with action, that is very beautiful, which is said that Skandamata. Panchamam Skandamati, Shashtam Katyayani teacher. So Katyayani is that invisible Shakti that surrounds us, that encompasses us. Yeah? That is Katyayani. Katyayani is also the form of Durga, which is very beautiful, yeah, and it's all encompassing. Yeah, that's the sixth Navadurga. Seventh is Saptamam Kalaratrischa. Yeah. Kalaratri. Gurudev the other day asked a very beautiful question. He said, when do you see more, in light or in darkness? And everybody said in light. Yeah. But then he said, see, when do you get to see the galaxies and the stars, millions and billions of stars that are out there? In the darkness, in the night, in the Ratri. Yeah? And that is Kalaratri. Where the Kalaratri is also very fierce aspect, at the same time very soothing aspect, both. Yeah? So that fierce aspect of the Durga, which can also be very soothing, yeah? That very angry aspect, but which brings calmness to you. Yeah? That is the Kalaratri. Then Ashtamam, yeah, so Navadurga. The eighth is Mahagauri. Mahagauri is very beautiful, enchanting. Yeah? You look at that. So anything beautiful you see, whether it is a person, a man, a woman, a flower, the landscape, any beauty that is there, know that that is the form of the Durga called the Mahagauri. Fascinating, that beauty just takes over all your senses, yeah, and makes you feel whole and complete and connected. That's the eighth Navadurga, Mahagauri. And the ninth one is Siddhidatri, the one who gives siddhis, one who gives all the powers that there are. And it also comes, the siddhis also come by being regular. Gurudev had said very nicely, if you do something for 12 years without missing a single day, you will be siddha in that. So you are doing your Sudarshan Kriya, you are doing your pranayams without missing a single day for 12 years, you will be siddh in the knowledge of the prana, in the pranayam. You do your Sudarshan Kriya, you will be siddha in that. Yeah? And that's how it used to be in earlier times. You wanted to learn a Veda, well, every single day for 12 years, and then you become Parangat, you become fully an expert in that. Yeah? So Siddhidatri, one who gives the siddhis. So the Navadurgas are connected with the 9 nights. Yeah? And it's beautiful that the intellect, we'll understand a little bit with the intellect, but then we have to go beyond the intellect as well. We say, Yo Buddhe Paratattvasaha, that which takes us beyond the intellect. Yeah? We just dissolve and enjoy that blissful aspect of which the Devi is. And she is complete. She is all the three Shaktis, the Ichha Shakti, the Gyan Shakti, the Kriya Shakti. Yeah? So even the Ichhas when they come, yeah, the desires when they come, that is also worshipped, that is also adored, because that is part of the Devi. Yeah? And then if you couple it with the Gyan Shakti, the wisdom, the knowledge, and Kriya Shakti, then we have the full aspect of the divinity. So then during these 9 days here in the ashram, what do? Yeah? We spend the time with meditating. A lot of advanced courses are happening here. Yeah? We spend time listening to the wisdom, doing some seva. Yeah? Because whatever we do, it is enhanced manifold. And the yagyas, the big homas, they will start from Shashti. Yeah? The Shashti is always the 6th day of the moon, is always a very potent time for starting something new. So the 6th day we start with the first yagya, which is the Mahaganapati Homa. Now Ganapati, we worship the Ganapati Shakti, the Ganesha Shakti in us is that which clears all the obstacles in life. Yeah, all the obstacles that come in the way of growth, of our success. Yeah? So the Mahaganapati Homa is done for that. Then we go on to the Subramanya Homa. Then there is also the next day we have the Mahasudarshan Homa and the Maharudra Homa. And of course, every day Rudrabhishek will happen. Yeah? So every evening or morning we have the Rudrabhishek followed with satsang, and this time mostly Gurudev will be, of course, it will be read in his presence, the Tripura Rahasya. Hopefully, I don't know, it's still a secret, and maybe the wisdom about that will be said it out, will be shared by some of our teachers. Okay. So the Mahaganapati Homa, and then we also have the Navagraha Homa. So the 9 planets, as they move around us, yeah, they create so many different effects. Yeah? They move through the 12 Rashis, yeah, the 12 houses. So 9 into 12, 108 different effects are created on the mind, body, consciousness. So the Navagraha Homa is done to remove any negative effects that a planetary position could have on us. See, have we noticed this? When we are in the presence of someone, we'll behave differently. Yeah? Let's say the office is in, the boss is in the office, you will behave differently. Yeah? When you are in Gurudev's presence, let's say, our behavior becomes the bestest version of ourselves, right? So that drishti of the Guru will change our whole being, right? Or the boss, or the mother being in the house, or we are in front of our fans, or whatever, our behavior, have you noticed how it changes? Yeah. Similarly, the grahas, their drishti on us, how they are looking, where they are placed, that will have an effect on how we behave and what happens to us. Yeah. So, to remove all the negative effects and enhance all the positive effects, the Navagraha Homa is done. Yeah. Then the Mahasudarshana Homa. Yeah, Sudarshana is the Shakti, yeah, Sudarshan, to have that clarity about life. Yeah, Sudarshan, the best vision of who we are, where do we want to take our life to, and to sustain all the good that happens. Vishnu Shakti, yeah, that is the Sudarshan Homa. And then Maharudra Homa that happens is that Rudra Shakti to clear all that pulls us back, yeah? That which is not good for us, to get rid of that and to bring in the new. This is the Maharudra Homa. And then on the Ashtami, the 8th day, which is the 6th of October, that will be the Mahashatachandi Homa, yeah? The Chandi Homa that happens, which is the culmination of all that is happening here. It is like, in once Gurudev had mentioned, it's like a rocket launch. There are a million things that are happening, thousands of people involved, and it has to be done to absolute precision. And it is so scientific in nature. One story I'll tell you. One Navaratri, I overheard that the muhurtam for the Purnahuti for the Chandi Homa was 151 or something. I just overheard that. And then we were in the Chandi Homa, and there were like 1,000 things happening. Yeah? If you've been or if you've seen the Chandi Homa in the ashram, you will realize this. And then in the midst of all that, the Purnahuti was happening, and the Kalash was taken around with the Sundarmurti ji and Gurudev, and my eyes went to the watch, and it was exactly precisely 151. Yeah? And everything was just back to back, and yet with the precision of like I said, the rocket launch. Yeah? So all these yagas, and then the 9th day, it is for the rishis, all the enlightened masters, of course the past, present and the future, the Rishi Homa. The rishis who have brought this wisdom faithfully, they have passed it on generation to generation, and today it is with us, yeah? In the form of Gurudev, in the form of teachers, whoever, every person who teaches, yeah, has that aspect of the Guru Shakti. The Rishi Homa is done. Okay. And then the 10th day, of course, is the Dashera, the Vijaya Dashmi, the victory of the good over evil. Yeah? And the Yagyas, there is a secret. Yeah? It is said, if you want any of your desires fulfilled, you know what you have to do? You have to wish it for everyone. Yeah? So if you want something, you wish that that happens to everyone. You want peace in your heart, you say, okay, let everybody be peaceful. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Yeah. So all the yagyas are done with this in the mind, with this sankalpa of let there be peace, let there be prosperity, let there be joy, let there be love, yeah, for everyone. Okay. And of course, this is for everyone. But if you have something particular in mind, if something is troubling you, if you feel that, yes, I would like a relief from this, you can also choose to take what is called a sankalpa. You know? Now, the sankalpa is taken with your name, naam, roop, whatever, your name, whatever your gotra that you have when you were born, your rashi, your tithi, everything is taken. And it's like the sun is shining everywhere. But having a sankalpa is like having that little lens. Okay, the sunshine is happening, sunlight is happening, with that little lens, it focuses that energy on us. Yeah. So this in the homas, when all these mantras are being chanted, yeah, it creates a tremendously powerful energy. Yeah. It's really like, I talked about a rocket launch. This is like a fusion, a fission reaction or a fusion reaction, and tremendous energy is generated. And all those who are present physically, or you don't have to feel bad or guilty if you're not able to be here, you can always connect online. And if your mind is here, if your heart is here, you still get the blessings or that Shakti that is generated through this fusion and this fission reaction that is happening. It's like a bomb of sattva that happens. Okay. So having a sankalpa is like taking a little lens and focusing that sunlight onto us. So if you have any particular problem, that can be relieve your, and it's nice to have one or two sankalpas or a few sankalpas for the homas on the Shashti, Saptami or the Ashtami. See, the mind can only be reached through, it's very subtle. It can be reached through mantra or through meditation. See, now body, if we have to reach, what do you have to do? You have to touch. If I want to, we are teaching through the art of living the craniosacral therapy program, our seminar series in Bangalore Ashram, Rishikesh Ashram. So we are learning all this. If you want to feel, reach out to the liver, what do you have to do? On the right side, just below the diaphragm, you palpate, you go in a little bit deeper, you can feel the liver. Yeah. Similarly, the kidneys, you can feel them behind, you can reach out to the psoas muscles which are deep inside. So through various postures, through touching, through palpation, you can reach out to the whole body. Yeah. But what about the mind? It's so subtle. It is said you can reach out to the mind through mantras or through meditation, which is what is happening here in all the Rudrabhishek that happens, the different yagyas that happen. So the mantras, it reaches to the mind, and that mind, it creates that huge, powerful energy that you take back for the rest of the year, and then come back to rejuvenate it all again in the night, the 9 nights. So the 9 nights happen, the Vijayadashmi happens, and that victory over what? Over the demons. Yeah, in the Devi Purana or Devi Bhagavatam, it is said the Devi kills all these demons. Yeah. Gurudev last few days has been telling us amazing stories, and the hidden symbolism, the beautiful meanings behind these stories. They were said in stories form because it is easier for us to remember and recall when something goes wrong. You will remember the story very well. Yeah. So he talks about how the different demons, whether it was Mahishasura, that inertia, or it was Madhukaitaba, the craving or the aversion, or it was the Dhumralochana, we say smoke gets in your eyes, that confusion or lack of clarity that happens. The Chandamunda, where you don't have any head, you act without knowledge, yeah? Or you are so stuck. The Chandamunda energy, or the Shumba Nishumba, you're doubting yourself, doubting others. Gurudev explains it beautifully. You have to hear this from Gurudev himself. That's best, of course. So these demons are not outside somewhere. They are right here within us. Yeah? And this whole Purana or the Devi Bhagavatam, we talk about these stories that are talked about, in the subtle realm they are happening all the time. After one of the Navaratris, Gurudev came out of silence, and that's a very special moment, and he said that our fight is only with our own mind. Whatever our battle is, our fight is, it's simply with our mind. We may say, it is my boss, it is my mother-in-law, it is this person, that thing. No, it is actually speaking, if you look at it subtly, calmly, it is with our own mind. Yeah. And in this mind, there are all these demons that are coming up time and again. And if the Devi Shakti is there, if we are meditating, if we are immersed in the knowledge, yeah, if we keep connecting with the Guru Tattva, yeah, the Devi or the Shakti, then that Shakti can eliminate the Asuras, the Rakshasas that are there, and that victory happens. Yeah. That's why we say Jaya Jaya, yeah, that let that victory happen moment to moment to moment. Okay. So, the Yagyas definitely participate online. If you feel, you don't have to, but if you feel that yes, something is bothering me, something I would like released, relieved, I want that push, yeah, definitely take a Sankalpa. And the process of taking Sankalpa is also very beautiful. No? It is said from that entirety of space, yeah, billions of galaxies that are there, into our Milky Way galaxy, yeah, from there onto the solar system, onto the planet Earth, into Asia, Mahakhand, and then we come to Bharatvarsha, and then next to this Godavari Tire, you know, the banks of Godavari, in the ashram of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, we are sitting here. So we collapse the whole space into here. And time-wise, out of these billions of years that the existence has been there, yeah, from there, all those yugas that are happening, from there, it comes down to the Manvantara, and then what have you, yeah, the year that is there, the Shake, then the particular month, the Ashwin month, and this Shukla Paksha or Krishna Paksha, right now it will be Shukla Paksha of this Tithi particular, the Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, and all over, yeah, that is comes like a laser beam. And usually, as I said, the Sankalpa is for the good of everyone. You can add your specific thing to it by formally taking a Sankalpa. We will tell you how it can be done online as well. So, are we going to do that now with the, of course, if you are here in Bangalore Ashram, Ved Vigyan Mahavidyapeeth, you can near the kitchen or at Yagyashala itself or at the reception when you come in, or you have to simply log into VDST, yeah, that's the Vedic Dharma Samsthan Trust, vdst.in/Navratri 2019, NAVRATRI, Navratri 2000, yeah, that's how a Sankalpa can be taken. And on the 10th day, the Vijay Dashmi, there are many things that are happening. One is a thing called the ceremony called the Vidyarambham, where small children, they come and they start their studies. Okay, so they may be 3 years, 4 years, or maybe even smaller, and the Vidyarambham happens there. So they start their process of learning. It's a very beautiful ceremony that happens, and Vidyarambham is happening with us every day. Every time you are learning something, yes, you tune in to the Saraswati Shakti, and Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada, like that. So, on the 4th, the schedule will be, and I think we will put this on the screen right now. The 4th, that is the Friday, the Shashti, at 9 a.m. and the Homa. And then the Chandi Homa preparations begin. Yeah. The Chandi Homa, as I said, is very elaborate. Any Yagya has 3 aspects to it, as Gurudev would have said